Yeah, yeah, the best part about a wedding ain't the dress or the band. It's that amazing wedding soup, the greatest dish in the land. Also known as Italian meatball soup. Warm comfort in a bowl, Buzz Cooks is showing you the way. So let's feed that hungry soul. Like, share, subscribe, new videos every Sunday and Wednesday. So hit that bell, smash that hype button, keep the flavor train on the runway. After today you won't need a bridegroom tux or chapel to enjoy this dish.
Alright, we're making that amazing wedding soup that everybody loves. You get this recipe, now you don't have to get married, you don't have to go to weddings, you can make it at home anytime you want. So what I've got is 1 onion, medium, white, diced. I've got half a cup of carrots diced, half a cup of celery diced. Got it in my my Dutch oven. Heat is on medium, a little bit of olive oil. And we're just gonna saute this down. Hit it with a little bit of salt and pepper. Let it do its magic for a few minutes. And after a few minutes, what we're going to do is add some garlic. I've got this paste that I like to use sometimes, especially in soups. That way it's much smoother. So I'm going to put a couple of squeezes in there, about 3 or 4. Just like so. And we'll mix that up. And you know the secret about garlic, once it becomes fragrant, you gotta cover it with some kind of liquid to capture all that flavor. So here we go, we're gonna add 3 quarts of fresh water right to this. And while I'm doing that, if I could remind you to please like, share, subscribe, hit that bell to stay up to date on newest recipes, hit that hype button, leave a comment if you can, tell your friends and family. And remember, a new show comes out every Wednesday and every Sunday at 9 a.m. Pacific time, that is. So we got our water in, we got our heat still going on medium. Give that a good mix. And we're just gonna let that simmer away while we work on our meatballs. I've got 1 pound, equal amounts of ground beef, ground veal, and ground pork. 1 egg, about half a cup of parsley. We're going to go in with about 4 or 5 more dashes of that garlic out of the paste. Breadcrumbs, about half a cup to start. We may add a little bit more as we go. Pecorino Romano cheese, about 1/4 cup. And get in there with our nice clean hands and start mixing it all up real nice. This is probably the most tedious part of the whole soup recipe, is making the tiny little meatballs that you have to make this wedding soup work. So once we get all this mixed up, I'm going to use my teaspoon measurement as a guide to try to get my meatballs all the same size. So I'll just get a scoop, plop it in my hand, roll it, and put it right on my cookie sheet. Just like that. So, do another, and another. It's gonna take a little while, take a break if you need to, but you're gonna have to make a whole bunch of these little guys to make this soup work. Now once I have all the meatballs made, I put these into the oven at 375 for about 30 minutes. I just wanted to get them a nice head start on cooking. You can put them in raw. You can fry them in a pan, like some people like a harder crust on the outside. So cooking them in a pan will give you that. But I like to use the oven. They seem to stay a little more tender, and that works for me. So we'll let those go. Now we're gonna add our chicken bouillon. I like to use better than bouillon, so I'm gonna start with 1 tablespoon and put it in there. Mix it up and let it cook for a minute or 2 and give it a taste. See if I need more. I actually had to put 2 good tablespoons of better than bouillon in here to get the flavor I was looking for. Let's check on those meatballs. And that's what we want right there. So we're gonna pull those out and put those right into the soup. There we go. Get everybody into the pool. So we got all the meatballs in there. We're gonna let those cook for about 10 to 12 minutes while we cook our pasta. Water's already boiling and salted. And you want to use a small pasta. I'm using ditalini. And we're gonna let that cook. And while that's cooking, we'll go back to our soup. The last thing we have to add is greens. I like to use baby spinach. So I've got one package of baby spinach. We'll put it in, push it down, put the rest of it in there, mix it up real good. And while that spinach and meatballs are finishing up, the pasta's almost done. So it'll be time to serve. And the best way to serve this is get yourself a bowl. You're gonna go and scoop out a little bit of the pasta, put that into the bowl, and then ladle in your soup over the top of the pasta. And then you want to top it off with some pecorino romano cheese. And I'm telling you, you've got the best wedding soup I think you'll ever have. It's fresh, it's homemade, everybody loves it. And like I said, you don't have to go to weddings anymore. You can make it at home. There you go. Hey, thanks for watching. Remember, every Sunday and every Wednesday, 9 a.m. Pacific, a new show comes out. I appreciate you all very much. Enjoy this video. This time of year, this is the perfect soup for the whole family. Make it, enjoy it, and we'll see you on the next video. Take care.
Yeah, the best part about a wedding ain't the dress or the band. It's that amazing wedding soup, the greatest dish in the land. Also known as Italian meatball soup. Warm comfort in a bowl, Buzz Cooks is showing you the way. So let's feed that hungry soul. Like, share, subscribe, new videos every Sunday and Wednesday. So hit that bell, smash that hype button, keep the flavor train on the runway. After today you won't need a bridegroom tux or chapel to enjoy this dish. All you need are simple ingredients and a pot. That's the Buzz Cooks wish. Start with one medium onion, diced and ready to play. Half a cup of carrots, half a cup of celery to brighten up your day. Saute them in your pot, let those flavors dance.